Welcome, everyone. My name is Diana Pody DeGroot, and I'm proud to serve as the director of the upper school. Please be seated. Welcome to the 2025 Eton Academy commencement. This is a momentous day for our graduates, their families, and Eton Academy. I am proud of the students we honor here today. Through their work, perseverance, and pursuit of excellence, these students have been accepted to well over 30 different colleges and universities. 16 of these students are members of National Honor Society, and 2 of them hold officer positions of secretary and president. We have had the honor of helping these students along their paths and have enjoyed watching them grow as individuals and together as friends to each other. Their journeys to get to this moment, while all unique, have all been extraordinary. Today, we celebrate our seniors' past achievements and this present moment. So we can fully enjoy this wonderful ceremony, celebration, and recognition of these amazing young people in front of you. Please, everyone, take a moment to silence your cell phones. I'd like to welcome graduating senior Rihanna Spees to sing our national anthem. Everyone, please rise.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Pete Pullen, and I have the great privilege of serving as the head of school of Eton Academy. On behalf of our entire community, I am honored to also welcome you to this year's commencement ceremony for the class of 2025. Today marks a remarkable milestone in the lives of our graduating seniors. Each of them has met the rigorous requirements necessary to earn a high school diploma in the state of Michigan. But beyond that, the moment represents years of dedication, years spending building knowledge, honing skills, developing strategies, and cultivating the confidence needed to move forward in this world. From the very first student to join the class of 25 to the last, this group has truly embodied the mission, purpose, and spirit of Eton Academy. Together, they have formed a close-knit, talented, and deeply community-minded class. They have not only thrived individually, but they have also uplifted one another. In doing so, they've left a lasting impact on our school. Of course, none of our graduating seniors made this day alone. Our faculty and staff have not only guided these students through their educational journey, they've had the joy to witness their growth, their determination, and their many, many, many successes. Earning a high school diploma is no small feat, as we all know, and it's one we celebrate wholeheartedly today. And I'm confident that every member of the class of 2025 would be the first to acknowledge the unwavering support those who stood beside them. So parents, family members, friends, teachers, staff, You've been the mentors, the encouragers, the steady hands of kind voices throughout this long but successful journey. On behalf of the entire community, I thank you for your dedication, your love, and your belief in these amazing students that we are celebrating today. Now, to the class of 2025, huge thank you on behalf of everyone here. Your many contributions have provided amazing leadership, creativity that's beyond belief that we've witnessed throughout the year, but most importantly, your amazing hearts. You've left Eton better than you found it, and we are so, so proud of you. So congratulations, graduates to be. Let's give them a big hand of it. And now it's my pleasure to introduce longtime Eton supporter, current Board of Trustee member, and super connector, Ms. Jacqueline Thompson, to share a few remarks on behalf of the Board of Trustees.
Hello, class of 2025. It is truly an honor to stand before you today as we celebrate this momentous occasion. I have the pleasure of serving on your Board of Trustees, and on behalf of our board members, we congratulate all of you on this incredible achievement. To the parents, families, and friends, thank you for your unwavering support, your countless sacrifices, and your enduring love. You've been the bedrock upon which these graduates have built their success. To the esteemed members of the faculty and staff, your dedication, guidance, and passion have shaped these students into the remarkable individuals they are today. You've not only imparted knowledge, but also instilled in them the values of hard work, perseverance, and citizenship, and we're profoundly grateful for your commitment to their growth and development. And to Pete and the school administration, thank you for your leadership and for creating an environment where our students can thrive. Graduates, what an incredible moment this is. You showed up, you did the work to get to this exact moment in time. Today is a celebration of all of your drive, your growth, and the momentum you've built that will carry you forward. Eton Academy has shaped you in truly meaningful ways. You've learned to lean into your strengths, think creatively, as Pete said, and move through each experience with imagination, courage, and heart. Now you are ready to make your mark and follow your light. There's a quote by Maya Angelou that I really love, and I hope you do too. Nothing can dim the light that shines from within, that light within you. It's a joy, it's a hope, it's the way to think, connect, and feel. You can see the possibilities in everything. And the best part, that light does not fade. It grows stronger the more you use it. And don't forget to have fun along the way. Stay curious, stay kind, and follow the things that make your light shine even brighter. Class of 2025, here's my wish to you. Be bold enough to begin, resilient enough to grow through every experience, and generous enough to lift others along the way. It's your time, your story, your world. So go light it up. Congratulations.
Thank you so much for your beautiful and inspiring words, Mrs. Thompson. Now I'm pleased to introduce one of our remarkable graduates from the class of 2019, Remington Tolliver.
Hello, everyone. I have to say I was surprised to receive the invitation to be the speaker for this year's graduation. I just recently started my journey into the real world. I only graduated college in July of last year, but I'll do my best to deliver some insightful words to this year's graduates. A little bit about myself. I started at Eton my junior year. I had been going to a private Catholic school for my freshman and sophomore years. I'm not a good public speaker. I went into engineering. So the choice to start at my first school was, in hindsight, a very bad decision. I have dyslexia and ADHD, which don't go well with the impersonal and strict classroom environment. I had been told I was apathetic about learning by my teachers. I felt like I wasn't smart and I wouldn't amount to anything. I believed my GPA coming into Eton was maybe in the low 2s. After arriving at Eton, I was pretty beat down and defeated feeling. I had to start over, essentially, leaving all my friends at my old school. Things were rough. I ate my lunch in the library or my car alone almost every day. But at least the classes made sense, and the teachers were caring. Slowly, I actually did start to feel a lot better about myself. It's amazing how much your environment can change you. I went from cynical and quiet to outgoing and involved by the end of my junior year. My grades were good, I had friends again, and most importantly, I was feeling good. Just that bit of caring and understanding towards each of our differences helped a lot, and I can't thank my teachers here enough. The toolkit this school helped me build has allowed me to rise to all my challenges and overcome them. When you get a chance, please thank your parents and your teachers for the opportunity you had here. This school is truly one of a kind. Now, the transition out of high school was scary, as I imagine it will be for many of you. Eton is a special place, and I promise wherever you go next, it won't be the same. Whether you go to college or into the workforce, everything is going to be bigger, less personal, and your outcome will rely fully on you. I ended up going to college for industrial engineering at Kettering University. During my time there, I had a co-op position with General Motors. What I found is the amount of effort I put in was the same as what I was given by both professors and coworkers. For example, lectures don't often have required attendance. If you decide you want to skip the class that day, you can do that. But what did you miss? And will your professor be willing to help someone who doesn't put in the same effort? So my biggest words of advice moving forward in life are put in the work and take pride in it. There will be plenty of opportunity to relax, but when it's time, put all your effort in. If you show that you're putting in the work, others will notice. I struggled through several classes in college. I almost dropped out of one. But because I was there at every lecture, taking notes and asking questions, the professors noticed. I was given extra credit opportunities, chances to correct problems, and homework help during office hours. Now, during my co-op with GM, I built a set of skills around some autonomous forklifts. It was a project I had stumbled into, and they were just trying to install 6 of these vehicles. But I spent every day out on the plant floor with contractors, learning the vehicles, understanding each step to implementation, and asking questions. Putting that work in turned out to be a very good decision. I got put on a slightly larger project on my next co-op rotation and acted as the technical expert. This skill set I had built was a foot in the door, not only to GM, but most industry. Now, this isn't related to my degree in any way. It was just something I went out of the way to go ahead and learn. So after graduating, GM offered me a full-time position. My current role is overseeing the largest implementation of autonomous vehicles within GM. So what I'm trying to say is I'm not special. I'm not particularly good at math or physics or even robotics. I wasn't really all that good in school either. I just put in the work when it mattered. I found my niche, learned everything I could, and worked hard. I'm not telling you to completely throw off your work-life balance. I did that for about 2 months. It's miserable. Don't let school or work take over your life. These next years are when you'll make lifelong friends, find what you love, and learn what you want in life. Make sure there is time for you. But when it's needed, put in the work. Whether that's setting aside 2 hours in the day to study for a class, working a few extra hours, or just pushing to learn something, even when you don't think you need to. Whatever path you choose moving forward, it won't be easy. Getting a degree isn't easy. Interviewing for jobs isn't easy. Living on your own, it isn't easy. But a little quote I like to think about when getting through rough patches is from JFK. I'm going to paraphrase it a little bit because he was talking about the 60s. We choose to go to the moon and do other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Every hardship you overcome moving forward, you should take pride in it. So as you step out of here today, whether you're feeling excited, terrified, or somewhere in between, just remember this: you don't have to have it all figured out. You don't need to be the smartest, the most talented person in the room. You just need to be the one who shows up, who cares enough to try, and who doesn't back down when things get hard. You already have what it takes because you've made it here. So go forward with confidence, put in the work, and never underestimate what a little grit and a lot of heart can accomplish. Congratulations, class of 25. I can't wait to see what you do next. Thank you.
Thank you, Remington, for your wonderful words. Our graduates have each chosen a teacher to honor them in a speech. Miss Casey will begin this beloved tradition.
Good afternoon. My name is Mary Beth Casey, and I'm pleased to speak on behalf of Matthew Berrien. Students like Matthew are somewhat of a mild spring day. They show up not with fanfare, but with consistency, humility, and kindness. Matthew's style of leadership doesn't have to shout. Sometimes it simply nods, smiles, and helps others shine around them. Matt is the kind of person who holds the door open even when you're 10 steps away. I appreciated Matthew's presence immediately because he made me feel welcomed when I became their advisor. He made sure to say hello and good morning to me. He gave gentle reminders to his peers and helped out in the classroom. And he always thanked me for all the things. At the beginning of the year, he was the one that stepped up to take care of our award-winning advisory plant, Timmy. He is a member of the National Honor Society and played varsity basketball. Last year, I begged him to play when I would catch him outside playing pickup during activity or playing with the girls next door and helping them with their shot. I loved watching him shoot outside with those girls on the varsity team. You would see Matt hustling on the court, showing the same quiet determination he brings to everything. From the moment Matt stepped on the court, he was driven, coachable, and well-liked by his teammates. And as we all look ahead to what's next, Matthew has chosen a path that perfectly fits who he is. Next year, he will attend Bowling Green State University, and he wants to study human resources, a field where people matter, where listening is just as powerful as speaking, and a quiet strength like Matthew's can build thriving workplaces. Good luck, Matt. Know that we are always here, and we will miss you. Congratulations.
Good afternoon. My name is Jamie Patrico, and I have the privilege of speaking about a remarkable student today, Abram Benaim. When I first met Abram in writing class, he was quiet, shy, and often told me, sometimes more than just once in a class, that he just wasn't good at writing. But over time, I saw something shift. Abram started asking questions, using the strategies that we practiced, and slowly, bravely began to find his voice as a writer. I'll never forget the day Abram very nonchalantly told me while signing planners that he'd started writing a story at home for fun. It felt like a magical moment, as if a switch had flipped. He had discovered the joy of creating with words, and from that point on, there was no stopping him. We bonded over writing, and I am truly grateful for the time I had as his teacher. Outside the classroom, Abram also embraced new experiences, joining the cross-country team during his sophomore and junior years, another step in his journey of growth and exploration. Like many of the seniors sitting before you, Abram overcame several challenging tasks throughout his time at Eton, but he did not let fear or worry stop him. Next year, Abram will be starting his newest adventure with On My Own of Michigan, continuing to grow his independence and skills. Henry Ford once said, "One of the greatest discoveries a man makes is to find he can do what he was afraid he couldn't do." Abram, I know that same spark that led you to become a storyteller will serve you wherever you go. Congratulations. We are so proud of you. It is now my pleasure to say a few words about another senior, Kanan Calhoun. He was another student I have had the honor of teaching in my writing class. Kanan is a quiet force on the basketball court, in the classroom, and in his very busy life. You might find him volunteering after school, walking to the library to get lost in a good book or to do his homework, or maybe slowly strolling through the Welcome Center after he returns from OSTC, where he studied and excelled in culinary arts. Kanan came to Eton as a freshman from a school where he was struggling academically. He was fearful of not finishing high school and never thought he'd be able to accomplish half of the things that he's done in his time at Eton. With the help of his teachers and devoted family, Kanan began to see his potential. He worked tirelessly to improve his grades, used strategies to support his learning style, and gain back the confidence that had been suppressed. Kanan told me that his favorite memory of Eton was when he first transferred here and found himself finally understanding what he was taught. Kanan is now a member of the National Honor Society, an A and B student, a dedicated member of the basketball team, and an incredible son and brother to his two siblings. Supportive, patient, and steady are just a few words to describe this young man. Kanan has developed a passion for cooking and has dreams of opening his own restaurant one day. He is going to attend the University of Detroit Mercy next year, where he plans to study social work and business. Infamous basketball player Michael Jordan once said, "Some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, others make it happen." Kanan, your heart, your work ethic, and perseverance made this moment happen. You did this, no one else. You earned every bit of success, and we couldn't be prouder of the person that you've become. Keep making it happen. This is only the beginning. Congratulations.
Good afternoon. My name is Jamie Gannon, and it is my honor to speak on behalf of Devin Clark. As the lower school director, I had the pleasure of working with Devin during his first year at Eton as a 6th grader. From the very beginning, Devin was a determined student, eager to absorb all the knowledge Eton had to offer. While he applied himself diligently to his academics, he also focused on developing the skills that have shaped him into the responsible, independent young man that he is today. When I asked Devin what he was most proud of from his time at Eton, he shared that it's his ability to work independently without needing support. That sense of self-direction and confidence is something he has truly earned through his dedication and growth over the years. Devin's involvement at Eton has been extensive, and he poured his heart and soul into everything he undertook. For the past 2 years, he served as president of the National Honor Society. He was also active in yearbook and served as the lower school director's aide for the past several years. Wherever Devin was helping, we knew every detail, big or small, would be thoughtfully considered. His presence and involvement always gave us peace of mind. Perhaps Devin's favorite role at Eton was serving as the stage manager for the Upper School Drama Club. He played a key role in numerous productions. This year, Devin challenged himself further by elevating the sound and lighting design, taking it to an entirely new level. In all of his roles at Eton, Devin has put many systems in place that will be used for years to come. Devin will be attending the State University of New York at Fredonia this fall, where he plans to pursue a degree in theater arts with a minor in communications. I am confident that Devin will contribute just as much to the Fredonia community as he did here at Eton. Devin, it has been a pleasure to watch you grow into the creative, hardworking, thoughtful, and independent young man that you are today. You have truly left your mark on Eton, and you will be greatly missed. We already miss you in the lower school. In fact, Spike's favorite fans ask about him every day. Walt Disney once said, "All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them." We are so excited to see you follow your dreams in theater. And we know that one day we'll be watching a show on Broadway that you have a hand in. Congratulations, Devin, and best of luck to you as you pursue your dreams.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Shaw. I met Will during his sophomore year of high school when he started attending Eton. Charismatic and outgoing are some of the first things that come to mind when I think of Will. As he became more comfortable with Eton, he became one of the faces of the upper school. He was a star on both the football field and the basketball court and was quite a leader on the team, as well as a major source of motivation for each of his teammates and an excellent role model of sportsmanship. Beyond Will's athletic achievements, he was also a leader academically and a member of the National Honor Society. I am sure any of our guests that attended the gala or other school events will have fond memories of their interactions with Will, as he has the ability to make you feel like he has known you for many years. Seriously, in the moments you first encounter him, it's truly a unique skill. Now that Will's high school journey is over, he will begin a new journey at Oakland University where he will focus on an education in computer science and cybersecurity. I have no doubt he will continue to be a leader and exhibit what it means to be an Eton alumnus. Congratulations, Will.
Well, good afternoon. I'm Keith Spees, and I have the pleasure of speaking on behalf of Nolan Domrays. In the last few years, I have known Nolan. He was willing to try something new, both academically and athletically, learning how to use his assistive technology more effectively and advocating for himself are just a few areas of the growth that I've seen in Nolan. Nolan is a member of the National Honor Society. Last week, for a service project, he organized a fresh fruit and vegetable drive. He was able to collect 245 pounds of food for the Berkeley Cares Food Pantry. Nolan also participated in a wide variety of sports while at Eton. He played flag football, basketball, baseball, bowling, and even floor hockey. During activity, he enjoyed time with his friends playing soccer when the weather cooperated. While school and activities were important to Nolan, his family was a very significant part of his life as well. Playing with his father and brother in football or basketball games while his mother cheered them on showed the importance of family in Nolan's life. Grieving the loss of a close family member, Nolan displayed the maturity and self-awareness that he has developed. Nolan, it has been a pleasure teaching you the last few years. I will miss your pleasant demeanor and heartfelt hellos and goodbyes each day, along with the friendly banter between you and your peers, encouraging them to get to class. And one last time, yes, Nolan, you can fill up your water bottle. Best to you next year, Nolan, as you head to Oakland Community College studying business in the hope of one day starting a nonprofit organization. Congratulations.
Good afternoon. My name is Laura Rogers, and I have the pleasure of speaking on behalf of Harold Fee today. I wonder how many people here have had the privilege of actually seeing a real iceberg in real life. And if you're like me, thank you, Miss Pody. Maybe you are like me, and if you haven't had that opportunity, you really want to see an iceberg in real life. Well, you're in luck, because this gentleman here is very much like an iceberg. Harold might be a bit quiet when you see him, but his quiet facade is merely the tip of the iceberg. Harold, in fact, has a rich world outside of school that you might miss as a teacher if you don't look beneath the surface hard enough. Don't let his answer of, okay, to the question, how is your day going so far, fool you. Throughout the years as his writing teacher, I've had the opportunities to explore his imaginative world of adventure, full of riveting trails and twists and turns that will keep you on the edge of your seat. I've gained insights on his stance regarding global pandemics and have even learned a few things about investing money, prioritizing making good choices so that he would be able to care for his family members. And Harold, you will be happy to know that your arguments were so compelling that I cannot help but to agree with you that yes, Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith is in fact the greatest movie of all time. Outside of writing class, Harold is proud of the grades he received through his high school career. This year, he attended a dual-enrolled course at the University of Michigan, Dearborn. And while Harold might appear on the quiet side, perhaps a bit withdrawn when you try to ask him about his weekend, don't be fooled. Because what that one-word answer really means is that he was in fact serving our community by repairing neglected boardwalks, for example, securing his Eagle Scout badge. Moreover, he is a member of the Scouting Honor Society, the Order of the Arrow, which is reserved for only the most distinguished scouts. And I'll tell you something else, too. He's also an accomplished swimmer and has been swimming competitively for 8 years. And during that time, he made many cuts in breaststroke and freestyle events. Now, as he moves forward in his journey, I would like to reveal to you more of this ever-expanding iceberg. Harold was accepted and will be attending the University of Michigan this fall. He then plans to transfer to Central Michigan University, or U of M Ann Arbor, to major in meteorology. In the future, he plans to become a part of Skywarn, a volunteer weather reporting organization, and potentially intern at a NWS station when he gains enough knowledge in meteorology. Finally, he hopes to become a meteorologist with a focus on severe weather, which would have been helpful last night. Harold, it has been my pleasure working with you throughout these years. I have no doubt you will accomplish whatever you put your mind to. Now, go give him hail.
Good afternoon. My name is Pat Marchand, and it is my sincere honor and privilege to speak on behalf of Alex Geeson today. One of the great joys of being a teacher here at Eton is watching students grow, mature, and carve out their own way in life. I have had that distinct pleasure and privilege to watch Alex through the past 8 years. So let's go back for a moment to where it all began. 8 years ago, Alex came to Eton to begin his journey as a little fourth grader. He really was a little guy back then. But he was full of energy and comments and ideas. He was kind of like the storm that we experienced last night, always spinning, always twirling. When I recently asked Alex what he remembers from those early days here, he said, "I was a rascal." Yes, indeed he was. But he was a sweet rascal. There was something under there that was just yearning to come out. And over the 8 years that he's been here, it has come out and shone brightly like the sky that we see today. That's a fair assessment of Alex as far as his personal growth has been. He was a little boy that was frustrated with school, frustrated with his peers, frustrated probably with himself the most. But let's fast forward to today, the Alex that stands before us, this young man that is now calm, confident, and accomplished. He's taken on challenges and has succeeded through resilience, growth, and personal grit. He has been supported and loved by a family that never gave up and was always there to catch him when he needed them the most. It would take more time than I have to explain all that Alex has achieved in his 8 years here. So let me share just a few of his highlights. In the classroom, Alex is a tenacious learner, graduating with an impressive 3.9 grade point average. He's a member of the National Honor Society and recently gave a standout performance in Eton's mock trial, a moment that will serve him well, so just remember that. These accomplishments reflect the ultimate goal that Alex set for himself, and that was to be accepted to Michigan State University and/or the University of Michigan. That hard work, that tenacity, that grit has paid off. He has been accepted as the next Spartan, and he is waitlisted at the University of Michigan. And in case you think Alex is all work and no play, oh, you are wrong. He's a true sports fan. He has played on Eton's varsity basketball team. He's a fierce wiffle ball competitor, and he enjoys spending time just hanging with his friends. When I walk through the halls, Alex is one of those students that I always know will stop and say hi with a big, warm smile. Mr. Winston, his PE teacher, has said about Alex, when it matters most, Alex is the one to step up, and he's there for other people. I couldn't agree more. Alex steps up, he helps out, and he supports whenever and however he can. As I said, he always greets me and his classmates with a warm smile and maybe just a little bit of a devilish smile, too. I believe Alex is living the philosophy that was once shared by George Bernard Shaw, who said, "The harder I work, the more I live." Alex, your strong work ethic has helped you achieve your goals to this point in your life. And it will continue to serve you well as you pursue your next dream, which is, guess what? Studying law and becoming a lawyer. 1-800-CALL-ALEX. I will close with the words of the University of Connecticut's great basketball star, Paige Beckers, who said recently, "Stand firm and true to who you are. Alex, you are nothing simply a marvelous young man who I am so proud and honored to have known and worked with." We congratulate you, we congratulate his family, and wish you nothing but the best.
Miss Marchand, you did that entire thing on your tippy toes, so I think you deserve some claps too. Hello again, it is my pleasure to now recognize senior Addie Gold. Addie joined Eton as she was stepping into her junior year with quiet nerves and an open heart. I remember talking with Addie and her family about the challenges of high school and all the ways that she felt like she was failing. I was truly grateful that she ended up in my writing class that year because I felt like she just needed a teacher to say, "You can do this." We've watched Addie blossom into a strong, confident young woman who leads with both kindness and courage. She is a member of the National Honor Society. She reluctantly joined the varsity girls basketball team, thanks to Miss Casey, and surprised herself with how great she was on the court. Many of us will never forget her performance as Olaf in the musical Frozen Jr. this year, where she stole the show with her infectious humor, unforgettable dance moves, and total commitment to bringing others joy. Addie brought that same energy to our classrooms, always ready to grow, to laugh, and to lift up those around her. Next year, she's heading to the University of Hawaii to study nursing because, of course, her heart is as big as her talent. In an essay, Addie once wrote about a supportive best friend that she had and how this person helped her with the transition to Eton. Addie said, "I was just scared to do it all alone. I wouldn't have been able to do it without her, and I am so grateful because this is where I'm supposed to be." Addie, we are so grateful that you joined our Bulldog family. You were meant to be here, and now you're meant to spread your positive spirit and joy with the rest of the world. You will never be alone, and you will always have us here at Eton. We are so proud of you. Mahalo. Congratulations.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today I want to take a moment to shine a light on a truly remarkable young man in our community, Marshawn Harris. Though his presence may be quiet, his determination and dedication speak volumes, leaving a lasting impression on everyone who knows him. Our high school theme was "Do something today that your future self will thank you for." And Marshawn exemplified this every single day. He was a committed and hardworking student, always eager to deepen his understanding and consistently producing work of exceptional quality. Reflecting on the past 2 years, I often recall how Marshawn would seize every moment, using his free time in class to complete assignments with focus and purpose. But Marshawn is not only a diligent, he has a lively, joyful side as well. Each day, you could find him joking around or playing soccer with his friends, bringing smiles and energy to those around him. His kindness and his camaraderie make him a truly wonderful friend. Marshawn's work ethic is truly inspiring. He manages his time wisely, diligently completing his work and advocating for himself. As he prepares to take the next steps in his journey by attending Wayne Community College to pursue a degree in engineering and robotics, I want to say, Marshawn, you are destined for greatness. We are so proud of you and look forward to seeing all the incredible things you will accomplish. I also have the opportunity to celebrate the achievements of Max Laurie. Max is a quiet student, but he's hardworking and a very dedicated artist. Max is the kind of person who respects others and does not judge. I had the privilege of spending second hour study hall with Max this year, and every day Max would sketch. Max would use his spare time to hone his talent. Whether it was with a pencil and paper or his iPad, Max would create characters that were unique and dynamic. His art doesn't just sit on the page. It speaks, tells stories, and connects. But what's most remarkable about Max isn't just his talent, it's his growth. Over these past years, we've watched Max step into challenges that used to make him hesitant. He pushed himself far beyond his comfort zone, and in doing so, he's discovered strength he may not have known he had. Whether it was sharing his artwork more openly, speaking up with his ideas, or just showing up when it felt hard, Max has proven that courage isn't the absence of fear, but the decision to move forward anyway. Max is clever, has a quiet but wonderful sense of humor, and is a deeply caring person and a great friend. He has won multiple awards recognizing his talent in art. He's the kind of person who will encourage you when you're down, surprise you with a joke you didn't see coming, and show up with a sketch that makes your day. Max, if I could leave you with one message, it would be this: you are amazing. Keep creating, keep dreaming, and above all, believe in yourself as much as we believe in you, because the world needs what you have to offer. Congratulations, Max, you've come so far. This is only the beginning. I know you will thrive at the Center for Creative Studies. We wish you luck, success, and happiness.
Good afternoon. Ooh, I'm very close to that. My name is Joe Burke, and I am speaking to acknowledge and congratulate graduating senior Ethan Love. I've had the pleasure of working with and getting to know Ethan throughout his time at Eton as his literature teacher. He arrived as a fun and energetic kid and is graduating as a fun and energetic young man, only now with a deeper sense of self, confidence, and purpose. While he has grown in countless ways, Ethan has held on to those essential parts of who he is: creative, kind-hearted, and always willing to see the world a little differently. As a student, Ethan is reliable and thoughtful. His work consistently reflected not only effort, but originality, a reflection of the artist and storyteller within him. Beyond academics, Ethan is a valued member of our community. Over his years here, he has shown remarkable dedication to growing socially and personally, taking on new challenges and making real connections with those around him. Among Ethan's many strengths are his imagination, resilience, and a sincere willingness to participate. One of his most shining attributes, though, is his honesty, an openness and integrity that we can always count on. Ethan is someone who says what he means and does so with kindness. And that kind of honesty is rare and deeply appreciated. Ask him to help, and he shows up. He has a quiet drive that has shaped his journey and made him someone truly admirable. Watching Ethan grow into the reflective, creative, and warm young man he is today has been a joy. Ethan will be attending Bowling Green State University this fall, where he plans to pursue animation and art, a path that fits him perfectly. I have no doubt that he will bring the same creativity, passion, and determination to his college experience as he has brought to Eton. We're going to miss you, Ethan. I hope to see you at many alumni events to come, and I'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Congratulations, and thank you for all the color, curiosity, and truth you brought to our school.
Hello again, Keith Spees, and I have the pleasure of speaking on behalf of Joey Mangold. Joey is a true Detroit fan. Whether it's cheering on the Lions for a possible Super Bowl appearance or cheering on the Pistons from the worst team last year to the playoffs this year, he is always optimistic that his Detroit team will win. But if they did not win, he would say, there is always next year. Well, at least the Tigers are doing pretty well right now in baseball. Joey's positive outlook was seen in the classroom as well. His desire to do the best he could while pleasing his teacher was a major motivating factor for him to push himself academically. Although math was not his favorite subject, he had advocated for himself and used other strategies to get the most out of math class and his other classes as well. Joey's positive approach, diligence, and friendly attitude, no doubt, contributed to him winning the Senior Student of the Year. Although Joey is a big sports fan, he has also supported musical artists from the Detroit area as well. Each day, I wondered which shirt from his collection of local artists and sports teams he would wear. He really enjoyed playing basketball and soccer with his friends as well. Joey, it's enjoyable having you in class and watching you grow over the last few years. I will miss hearing you pronounce my name differently every few days, hanging out in the classroom whenever you had a chance, and asking if you could join my advisory. Someday, I hope you get to see the Detroit Lions win the Super Bowl, but only as long as they're not playing the Kansas City Chiefs or my Denver Broncos. Joey, congratulations, and I wish you well in the future as you plan to take some time off of education and enter the workforce, preferably working at a sporting goods store.
It is my pleasure to speak on behalf of Jacob Ricken. Jacob and I met when he was in middle school when I coached our soccer team. He will say that his mom and I encouraged him to play, but he was really good. I was excited when he returned to Eton Academy to continue his academic journey. A speech all about Jacob Ricken might be hard for him to endure. He isn't someone who likes public praise and adoration, but is someone who's deserving of it. See, Jacob has been ready to graduate, I think, since high school started. Jacob wasn't motivated as much by the content as he was by focusing on what he needed to learn and the skills and strategies he would need for the future. Jacob held 2 jobs, all while playing varsity basketball and keeping up with his schoolwork. I enjoyed watching Jacob's dedication to basketball. He was in the gym every second he had, first hour PE, activity, and any other moment that gym was open. He is responsible, hardworking, and his teammates on and off the court depend on him. Jacob, you have already proven that you are not just capable, but you're built for what's next. The world may throw challenges your way, but it won't be anything you haven't already faced. That's something to be proud of. That's something to build your life on. Next year, Jacob is taking a gap year to keep working while he figures out what comes next for his career. Jacob, I was trying to think of a quote that fit what you want most out of life and how ready you are to get to work and start your adult life. I thought Mike Rowe's words fit best. He said, "Happiness does not come from a job. It comes from knowing what you truly value and behaving in a way that's consistent with those beliefs." I think you know what you value, you know what you believe, and you know what you're working for, and we wish you all the best of luck. Congratulations.
Hello, everyone. I am Miss Cromie, and I have the honor of speaking on behalf of one of my advisees, Ricky Rockwell. Ricky, my first impression of you, actually, I didn't meet you. I saw your name on my advisory list, and I thought, wow, that is the coolest name ever. Not only does it illustrate one of my favorite naming trends in the 1950s and literary device, alliteration, it literally sounds rock star worthy. When I met you in person, you definitely lived up to the name. Not so much with the electric guitars, leather pants, and wild hair, but more of the dedication and hard work you put into everything you do. Over the past 3 years, you've continued to amaze and impress me with your talents. When you accept a task, you commit 110%, whether the task be fitness, yearbook, acting, writing, costuming, or yes, even slide whistling. I can always expect the outcome to exceed expectations. I believe this is due to your very high standards you set on yourself. You always shoot for the moon, and even when you miss, you land among the stars. I'm so excited that you'll be continuing your education, hard work, and arts this fall. I have no doubt in my mind you will do great things just as you've done here at Eton. I hope that you remember to allow yourself grace when you make mistakes. Remember to have fun and enjoy yourself thoroughly. Remember how amazing you are and all the talents you possess. Remember the amazing support system that you have not only myself, but here at Eton, all your family and your friends. I know I will always remember and dearly miss how you always made me laugh with either a clipped video, a meme, your hilarious bits, an amazing costume, or one of your wonderful, amazing puns. I know you will do great with whatever you do, as I have seen proof these past 3 years. I would wish you luck, but I know you don't even need it. Congratulations, as I unofficially titled you Ricky Rockstar Rockwell.
Hi again. I am here now speaking to congratulate Lily Schwartz. I am lucky to have been able to teach Lily in various literature and writing classes throughout all 4 years of her time in the upper school. Among other things, Lily is incredibly precise and dedicated. She brings a kind of intellectual clarity and determination that's rare in students of any age. Lily loves to challenge the status quo. I will never forget our many lengthy arguments, and although we didn't always agree, Lily's quick wit and sharp tongue brought an invaluable flavor to our class discussions. Moreover, her high expectations and steadfast perfectionism have shown in everything she creates. Lily, I have you to thank for my now extensive knowledge of kebabs, a unique perspective of Jim Davis's Garfield, the opening line to my greatest work of literature, and of course, Norman. Honestly, where would I be without these things? Lily consistently showed outstanding academic aptitude, work ethic, and maturity as a student at Eton. She maintained an impeccable grade point average and has been a member of the National Honor Society, newspaper, and yearbook. Her voice on the page and in person has left a lasting mark on our school's culture and community. Lily plans to pursue her passions as she moves beyond Eton, studying geology at Michigan Tech. I have no doubt that you will find enormous success in your field, as you will inevitably bring with you a wealth of knowledge, a keen eye, and a uniquely Lily-like combination of curiosity and precision. Congratulations, Lily. I will truly miss having you around here, both in and out of the classroom. Eton won't be the same without your insight, your humor, and your fearless approach to ideas. Keep questioning, keep creating, and keep being exactly who you are, because the world could use a lot more of it. All the best in this next chapter. You've more than earned it. I'm going to stick around for one more. Now I'm speaking to acknowledge graduating senior Isaac Silverstein. It has been my privilege to teach Isaac in classes throughout all 4 years of his time in the upper school. He has been a member of newspaper and yearbook teams since his sophomore year, and his contributions to those programs have been remarkable. Working with him in these classes has been a joy every single day. Isaac is organized and detailed in his work, responsible and punctual, always working hard and hitting deadlines, but also lighthearted and wry. Nothing is ever too serious with Isaac, and I can't thank you enough for bringing that jovial spirit into my classroom year after year. Isaac, I am truly grateful for the opportunity to experience the variety of unusual candy flavors that you have shared with me, for the perspective you have brought to my classes, your participation in the first iteration of the fabled poker chip game, your nuanced tastes in literature and film, your legendary analyses of topics such as Comic Sans and aluminum. Isaac consistently demonstrated outstanding academic aptitude, a strong work ethic, and impressive maturity during his time at Eton. He maintained an excellent grade point average and was a member of the National Honor Society, the newspaper, and yearbook. In addition, Isaac has been involved in the Tech Club and OSTC, where he further explored his passion for technology and innovation. His thoughtful presence and steady leadership have made a meaningful impact on our community. Looking ahead, Isaac plans to attend Grand Valley State University and pursue a career in computer programming. He describes himself as intelligent, clever, and perhaps most memorably, edible, a reflection of his sharp sense of humor and unique personality. I have no doubt that he will find tremendous success, as he brings with him not only a deep curiosity and technical skill, but also the patience, creativity, and discipline needed to thrive in any path he chooses. Just last week, Isaac took 4th place in the BPA Nationals at the Linus Operating Systems event. What an incredible feat to pair with this, your graduation. Congratulations, Isaac. I will truly miss having you here, not only as a student, but as someone who brought insight, wit, and a quiet confidence to everything he did. Your next chapter holds great promise, and I look forward to seeing how you'll shape the future with the same thoughtful innovation you showed here. Go forward boldly. You are more than ready. And when in doubt, just remember, no food was served.
Well, this time I get the pleasure of not only speaking on behalf of one of my students, but on my daughter, Rihanna Spees. Watching Rihanna grow up from the tiny little girl in preemie clothes, sorry, this is going to be tough, that came to our house at 2 months old, to the fine young lady that stands before us today. It's quite the journey. The feedings of her and her twin brother every few hours around the clock as infants, taking her to sports, dance, and even state and national tractor pulls while in elementary school, to dances, concerts, sporting events, or other school activities during middle school, to high school functions, a friend's house, community theater practices, drama club hangouts, and finally to her high school graduation. The journey was long, sometimes hard and tiring, but it's all worth it. Seeing you stand here with your classmates today to receive their diplomas and another chapter in their lives. School was always a struggle for Rihanna growing up. She needed the support through elementary and middle school from her teachers, one being her mother. However, that changed once high school started. The support system she was so used to did not meet her needs anymore. After a year of struggling and much debate, it was agreed that Rihanna would start her school her sophomore year at Eton. This quiet, yes, you heard me right, quiet and shy young girl got a new start. With a supportive staff and learning strategies to help overcome some of her learning difficulties, this bright and bubbly girl, hiding behind that smile of hers, began to emerge. From making new friends, not making it a battle to go to school every day, and starting to have confidence in her academic abilities, Rihanna began to come out of her shell. With encouragement and maybe a bribe or two from her advisor, Rihanna went out for the school play to be part of the stage crew. She agreed to a small acting role in the fall play and a slightly larger role with the solo in the spring musical. And as many as you know, that shy, quiet girl who wanted to stay behind the curtains flourished, bringing one of her many talents to the spotlight on the stage and not so quiet anymore. Rihanna participated in many activities here at Eton. She was a member of the National Honor Society, sang at the gala, performed for the Festival of the Arts, sang the national anthem at several homecomings, including the graduation today, played volleyball, participated with crafting club and prom decorating, and as I've already stated, shined on the stage for the plays and musicals. Rihanna, it has been a pleasure to see you grow up in so many ways, not only the last few years, but throughout your life. Keep working hard and advocating for yourself as you continue your education at Macomb Community College with a goal to someday become an art teacher. Best wishes to you and your classmates as they pursue their goals as well.
Mrs. Shaw again. So today I have the opportunity to speak for NOLA Soccer. And when trying to concisely speak about my time here with NOLA at Eton, it reminded me of a documentary I recently watched, and one which many of you may have likely seen. The film is My Octopus Teacher, where a man meets an octopus as he is exploring a kelp forest. He is driven by curiosity as he builds trust with the young octopus that allows him to witness most of her short life and also find unexpected meaning in his own. I met Nola during my first year at Eton. She was new to Eton, and so was I. She always had an interest in science, specifically biology and animals. Nola was unfailingly involved in our preparations for both our school dances, homecoming and prom. She had such a creative mind and continuously led the vision for the chosen themes. Throughout high school, I have watched Nola grow and flourish, starting as a quiet young girl to a confident, exuberant young lady. Throughout her time at Eton, she was a member of NHS. She participated in a variety of sports and clubs: volleyball, basketball, cross country, drama, music, and crafting club. She will now be headed to Ohio, where she will truly get to explore her passion of marine life at Bowling Green State University. To end, I would like to read a quote from my octopus teacher that describes my short time with Nola. What she taught me was to feel that you are part of this place, not a visitor, and that's a huge difference. Just like the octopus taught Craig so much, I have learned so much from you, Nola. Best of luck in the next steps. I know you'll do great things.
I started crying as the music played, so I just want... Hi, it's me, Ms. Cromie again, and I am speaking on behalf of another one of my amazing advisees, Blaze. First things first, Blaze, I will always envy your eye for fashion and your spirit to express yourself through the way you dress. I love that you have always been authentic in yourself. I know that it has inspired me and many others throughout your time here at Eton. It is my absolute honor to speak about someone who truly embodies the spirit of Eton, a student whose heart, style, and drive have left a lasting impact on our community. Blaze is the kind of person who lifts the energy of a room in few words. He is the type of friend who notices when someone is having a rough day and finds just the right way to show up. He is the student who asks thoughtful questions, not just for his own understanding, but to help everybody in the room grow. The peer who advocates fiercely and compassionately, not only for themselves, but for anyone who needs a voice. Blaze isn't just one thing. He's a kaleidoscope of talents, knowledge, and skills. From creative pursuits like writing a book or spending a year crocheting an entire wrist vine for me, to academic excellence, they have poured themselves into a wide range of hobbies and skills. Whether it's something they've practiced for years or something they just picked up on a whim, Blaze approaches everything with curiosity, commitment, and passion. Their growth during their time at Eton has been extraordinary to watch. You've soaked up every challenge, every lesson, every opportunity to reflect, fully embracing what it means to live the essentials of learning. Blaze has become a shining example of what it looks like to be a dedicated, learning, to care deeply for your community, and never lose sight of who you are. As Blaze steps into this next chapter, continuing his education at Saginaw Valley State University, I know you will continue to live with purpose, passion, and kindness as you always do. I can't wait to see how you continue to shape the world around you with fierce advocacy, fearless creativity, and of course, flawless fashion. Blaze, thank you for everything you've given, not only to me, but this community. Keep being exactly who you are. The world is lucky to have you.
Like many of the students on this stage today, I met Hayden my first year at Eton. He was just a freshman learning the new ways of high school life. I have watched him mature and thrive as he progressed through his high school career. As he became acclimated to high school and developed more friendships, he participated in basketball and drama club. Through these activities, Hayden blossomed into a confident young man who is a leader in any group he is part of. He has always had a passion for Marvel and video editing. He consistently had a new video edit with music and effects to show me and his other teachers. Hayden has habitually had a unique style, never afraid to express himself. He has that hair hiding under that cap, but it's usually really bold and exciting, that mohawk. It's flattened. So he also has continuously demonstrated his kind and empathetic nature as he often expressed care and concern for all of his family, friends, teachers, and the many animals in his life. Additionally, I've never had a student consider me a family member, so I was honored that he referred to me as Aunt Shaw. In the fall, Hayden will be attending Specs Howard at Lawrence Technological University. He will focus on digital media arts. I look forward to seeing his editing work in a future major motion picture within Marvel Entertainment. Congratulations, Hayden. Your infectious laugh and smile will brighten the lives of all whom you encounter. Congratulations.
Did you miss me? I'm back. Today, I have the absolute joy and honor of celebrating Shayna Zacks. Shayna is the kind of person who leaves an impression. With an electric and spunky personality, she doesn't just walk into a room, she takes it over in the best way. She's fiery, full of life, and never afraid to be exactly who she is. And while she can be bold and fierce, those lucky enough to be in her circle know just how deeply and loyal and sweet she is. She lives hard and she stands by her people no matter what. Shayna has a passion for fashion, travel, and friendship. She brings color and creativity in everything she does. But beyond the sparkle and style is a strength that runs deep. What many may not realize is just how resilient and strong Shayna is. She's overcome many obstacles that would make most grown adults crumble, and she's come through them with more resilience, courage, and heart than some ever managed to find. Even in the moments when she's doubted herself, she kept pushing forward. That's true strength. That's Shayna. During her time here at Eton, Shayna has grown into an extraordinary young woman. She's matured as a student, adapted as a learner, and discovered so much about who she is and what she stands for. Her journey hasn't always been easy, but it has shaped her into someone ready to take on the world. And now, as she graduates, she sets off for Italy. Yes, Italy. I know that this next chapter will be the beginning of an incredible life, Shayna. The world doesn't even know what's coming. Go show them. We are so proud of you. I will miss your energy. We will miss your energy, your courage, and your laughter, your style, of course. Congratulations on graduating, and buon viaggio on everything that's ahead. You've got this.
Hi again. It is an honor to introduce to you Yahya Zidane. Yahya returned to Eton Academy during his junior year and jumped in feet first into everything. He joined flag football, played soccer, and varsity basketball. He became a member of the National Honor Society and this year finished with a 4.0 and earned straight A's at Oakland School's technical campus in engineering, robotics, and mechatronics. My favorite memory of Yahya is when he called me the vending machine lady. When the Zidane brothers were in the lower school, their chips would sometimes get stuck in the vending machine. When this happened, a teacher would bring them to me and ask if I could use my keys to get their chips out. When Yaya and Yazan would see me later at pickup, he would look at his dad and say, "Look, Dad, it's the vending machine lady." His dad would chuckle and remind them that I had a name, but I was happy being the vending machine lady. I've enjoyed having Yaya in advisory. He has a scientific mind and approaches situations logically, analyzing the data and solving the problem as if it were a math or a science experiment. His approach was very helpful in our group completing our MERM project. When I asked Yaya what he would miss most about Eton Academy, he said the teachers and the support he has received. Next year, Yaya will attend Wayne State University to study engineering. Sir Henry Royce says, "Strive for perfection in everything you do. Take the best that exists and make it better. But when it does not exist, design it." Yaya, you are ready for your next adventure and to design a lot of things that are coming our way. And we will miss you. Congratulations. Good luck.
Hello again. I want to take a moment to recognize the truly outstanding student among us, Yazan Zidane. Yazan has consistently impressed me with not only his academic abilities, but also his kindness and his dedication to personal growth. He knows his strengths and uses them to make a positive impact. For instance, he and a close friend took the initiative to create a World Cultures Club, aiming to educate others and foster greater understanding of diverse cultures. Yazan is always prepared and eager to learn, showcasing a level of motivation that's truly remarkable in a high school student. His work ethic is exemplary. Beyond academics, Yazan has been seen as an incredible part of our Eton community. As the president of the Student Council and the secretary of the National Honor Society, he has taken on leadership roles that reflect his commitment to improving our school. He's also an active participant in athletics, particularly basketball, and his involvement has enriched our school spirit. Yazan, your dedication and positive influence have made a real difference here. I believe you have an amazing future ahead of you. We are all so proud of you. Congratulations and best wishes at Western Michigan as you pursue a degree in aviation management. You will be missed greatly.
Mr. Pullen will now present diplomas to our graduates. Graduates, please stand. Matthew Vincent Berrien. Abram I. Benaim. Kanan Omari Calhoun. Devin Thomas Clark. William Dean Cooper. Nolan Jefferson Domrace. Harold Z. Fee. Alexander Jacob Gietzen. Addison Ella Gold. Marshawn C.L. Harris. Max Laurie. Ethan Robert Love. Joseph William Mangold. Jacob John Ricken. Richard Malcolm Rockwell. Lily Rose Schwartz. Isaac Silverstein. Rihanna Lene Minnie Spees. Nola Claire Stalker. Blaze Wall. Hayden Weising Lucas Wong. Shayna Haley Zaks. Yahya Marwan Zidane. Yazan Marwan Zidane. Now I'd like to welcome Addie Gold up to the microphone. She has the honor of presenting the senior class speech.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of this year's senior class, I would love to give a warm welcome to all of our family and friends who showed up to celebrate all of our achievements, the biggest of all being graduating high school. If you were to tell me 2 years ago that I was getting all A's in school, have a group of friends, and was speaking at graduation, I would think you were crazy. When I was a student at my previous school, I spent days, hours, and weeks preparing for tests and quizzes only to fail. I lost all the confidence I had in myself, and overall, I was in a bad place. Instead of supporting me and helping me through my struggles, my teachers tore me down. The only feedback I received from them was a big F on my report card. I felt invisible. I was stuck, like I was living in quicksand. The work just kept piling up, and it got to a point where I decided I couldn't do it. So ultimately, I gave up. I came home crying every day, wondering, why can't I do it? Why can't I just put the pieces together? It wasn't until I moved to Eton that I realized I can do it. I just need to find the best way to achieve in a way that works for me. My teachers, my family, myself, and my peers are what helped me overcome my biggest obstacle. My teachers at Eton Academy have really changed my life and the way I view myself, not only as a student, but also as a person and individual. I always used to hate school. At the beginning of the year, I would literally create a countdown on my phone until summer. Socially, I didn't feel like I fit in, and academically, I kind of just felt like a failure. The minute I walked into Eton for a tour, I could feel the love and support. I saw teachers talking students through every step. I told my parents right then and there, this is where I want to be. Over the next few weeks, I started to realize I was actually pretty smart. In addition, I discovered my love for writing. Last year, I wrote a story on the ups and downs my best friend and I have gone through since we met. She loved it so much, she emailed my parents and my advisor telling them how proud she was of me. Then she pulled me aside after class and said, "Addie, your story was incredible. In all of my years of teaching, it has been a long time since I've read a paper that literally brought tears to my eyes. You are a wonderful writer." I have never been so happy than I was that day, and it continued every time I wrote a story. I thought getting new clothes brought me happiness, which of course it still does, but the feeling of succeeding after endless amounts of failures is the highlight of my life. Because of the endless amount of support from teachers I have received here at Eton, I have finally gained the confidence in myself that I always wished I had. There aren't enough words in the world to thank my teachers enough for showing me I can do anything I put my mind to. They never stop believing in me, and that is a big part of who I am today. Secondly, I have my family to thank for the person I am today. Through freshman, sophomore, and half of junior year, my family saw the struggles I was going through every day, and they never stopped believing me, even when I didn't believe in myself. My mom never stopped trying to do everything she could to further my education, and I'm beyond grateful to have a mom like her. When I arrived at Eton that first day and came home talking about how great my day was, my family said they were proud of me for taking such a huge step towards my education. Seeing the looks on my family's face when they received my report card with a long list of A's was priceless. I hear my family bragging about how good I am doing in school, whether it's to my hairdresser, family, friends, or even people they just met on the street. Without their love and support, I would not be able to write this and share my story. I can never thank you guys enough. The student I am today continues to amaze me. I finally have the confidence to speak up in class instead of sitting in the back watching the clock. I learned how to advocate for myself, which has always been my greatest weakness. I'm happy I put my education first because I realized school isn't as bad as I used to think. I found my love for writing, which used to be my least favorite subject. Because of the changes I have made this past year and to be growing the best person I can be, helped pave the way for a successful future. I now know I want to go to nursing school once I graduate. I can finally say I have tried my best and overcame the biggest obstacle that has always stood in my way. Lastly, I would just like to take a second to recognize all the amazing, strong, and truly kind people standing next to me. Being a part of your class has been the highlight of my entire high school experience. I want to thank you for the endless amount of support you have shown me or others. I know every single one of you will have a very successful life, and I can't wait to see what you do with it. I am beyond proud of you for making it this far, and whether you go on to further education or decide to start your adult life right after we graduate, just know I'm always here if you need support. To conclude, I just want to reiterate how grateful I am for my teachers at Eton, my family, and my classmates. I never used to see a light at the end of the tunnel, and now, for the first time in my life, I'm excited for what the future may hold. I can't be more excited to graduate and start my life. I'm pleased to announce that I have officially committed to joining the University of Hawaii's class of 2029, and that would not be possible if it wasn't for everyone who has supported me here at Eton and my family and friends at home. My biggest word of advice to anyone in my position is to never give up on yourself. A wise teacher once told me, your education is the most valuable thing in life because it's something nobody can ever take away from you. I will never forget that, and it will stick with me as I start my life outside of high school. Don't be afraid to reach out for help. It's not a weakness, it's a skill. If I had reached out earlier in my high school experience, then it may not have taken me as long to get to where I am now. But nonetheless, I am grateful to be here now, and I'm ready to move on. So we leave this place that has shaped us, challenged us, and prepared us. Let's remember this. The world doesn't need more people who simply follow the path. It needs people who make it their own. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Beautifully done, Addie. Now, as a sign of officially graduating, it is traditional to move your tassels from the right to the left. Graduates, please move your tassels. Eton community, I present to you the class of 2025.